A very good morning to ladies and gentlemen. Everyone is familiar with me, right? To those who don't know about me, I am Zulkifli bin Roslikan, HR Manager of Astro Malaysia Holding Berhad. I am very glad to meet all of you in this annual staff meeting. I believe all of us have heard of shorter working hours announced by Dewan Rakyat, which should be implemented on the 1st on September 2022, but somehow recently enforcement of the law on shorter working hours has been pushed to 1st January next year. Due to this new law implemented next year, I and my team have made some research on effect of shorter working hours. I would like apologize to everyone because not be able to attend this annual meeting, and this is because I have another project in Australia. I hope my recorded speech would help a better understanding about the topic we're going to discuss. Basically, what do you know about shorter working hours? From what we know, current working hours are 48 hours per week, and the new implementation would reduce to 45 hours per week, which means a reduction of 3 hours in a week. This is implement not just about the working hours alone, but this also about leave as well. From mothers who just give birth will be getting 98 days instead of 30 days before this. Meanwhile, paternity leave, which includes the death of loved one, will be increased from 3 days to 7 days. Therefore, we have proposed a trial of shorter hours, and the good news that we already get approval from management. It's more rational to share the advantage and disadvantage of shorter working hours with all staff so that no one gets shocked when the implementation officially starts. For your kind information, Malaysia is not only the first country to introduce shorter working hours, but the fact is the most countries in the world have reduced their working time. In 2011, reports of 26 countries shows Germany has the lowest working hours, which is 25.6 hours. This shows average working hours decrease in most developed countries. The shorter working hours actually an environmentally friendly solution which going to benefit all humankind. For example, in our company, how many air condition, blower, refrigerator are switched on every day and do. All these equipments will be releasing CFC to our atmosphere, and very soon it can cause us cancer. Those who have cancer or know person who suffering from cancer sure know how serious this problem and how important to tackle it fast. When cut down the working hours, usage the equipment will reduce. Try to imagine how if each and every company reducing it, and our environment will become better one of us. Before I go furthermore, I would like to thank all my fellow staff who work hard day and night for success of our company. So the second benefit of shortened working hours would got more the time engaging with family and loved one. This love bounds is very important is our work sometimes can be more stressful with a lot of workload. Even working here, but our heart always at home, so having a good time at home really means a lot for many of us. So the shortened working hours and increase of annual leave somehow get us more closer to our family. Your mind will be more relaxing to accept when load getting more. In Malaysia, we always to take example from Japan because they are one of hardworking country in Asia. But now they started to having problem from long hour working. Workaholic in Japan can be considered quite serious social problem over there which can leading to early death because they got no time to think about their health and their family, which something very important as employee, as well as increase of medical leave. So it our company responsibility to provide good welfare to our beloved employees and will work well when shortened working hours been implemented. On the other side, when employee is good health, companies cost to take care of health issue will reduce too, and we can focus on getting our staff with attractive bonus. Besides focusing only to work, employee also encouraged to use this free time, shorten working hours to involve in activities such as exercise, sport, and so on to keep health in good condition. When the working hours shorten, so will be automatically started to manage our work and do which give the high priority, and more new skill will be developed in order to make use of shortened time. I really feel this is going to be a good development for all our staff. Just remember one thing, our work is going to be the same as usual, but the change we will facing going to be the short time. Shortened work hour can be difficult for some employee to complete their task or target time, as our work always about right time manage. As we used to do work fast, as all our work have deadline, and we have learned to do work in short time. To those who don't perform when doing a long hour working, they will find that this implement be a big burden for them. They will have difficult to finish work at short hours. If ask me, I prefer to replace this employee at department. They are easy working with cause if they will took a long time to finish work, which means they are either not skillful at their department or they don't use good strategy to work. In this situation, supervisors also should play their part by motivating their subordinated to work better. The second disadvantage was dealing with our customers when our working hours been shortened. Customer would feel uncomfortable with this short time, but don't worry yet. If the requirement is necessary, then you may take as time required by customer. But if we can actually deal with customer to be happy with our time, are more encourageable. Moreover, with more wider internet broadcast around our nation, we still can be with our customer via video calling application such as Skype, Webex, and so on. We will just have difficulties with customer who don't get proper internet connection. Finally, in my opinion, shortened working hours are really a good start for everyone because it gives more benefit than disadvantage. I hope fellow employees are ready for the trial. We also will try to minimize the disadvantage of shortened working hours as it will implemented next year and can consider of implementing shortened working hours in our company. Until see you all again. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.